Hello friends, this is Pastor Coates, and I'm excited to come to you again today in another Money Talk lesson. We're still working on our series, The DNA of the Seed. We've been talking about how that the harvest that you receive is always the same nature. It's the same DNA as the seed that you sow. Now today's an interesting one for you. It's not really specifically a Money Talk seed, but it's a very important seed. I'm going to talk to you today about the seed of words. The seed of words. When you speak words, what happens? When we speak words, is there a harvest that's released? Is there something that begins to grow? Is there a result from the words that we say? Well, of course, we know that there is. Let me give you a few scriptures. One of the most familiar, Proverbs 18:21, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Also, Proverbs 13:2. For the fruit of his mouth a man eats what is good, but the desire of the treacherous is violence. James 3:6. And the tongue is a fire, a world of unrighteousness. The tongue is set among our members, staining the whole body, setting on fire the entire course of life, and set on fire by hell. But I really think this one is important in this context. These are the words of Jesus. Matthew 12:27, by your words you will be justified, and by your words you will be condemned. So words have consequences. Words produce a harvest. What kind of a harvest do words produce? Well, primarily words produce feelings. Feelings are emotions. Nothing produces more emotion in a person's life than the words, either good or bad, that they both speak or that they hear. So words are the seed for feelings. Now that's not really that complicated. Just think of how you feel when you hear certain words. Certain words make you feel a certain way. If I say, I love you, you feel positive, you feel warm, you feel wonderful. Your heart is filled with good things. But if a person says, I hate you, those words produce an entirely different set of emotions. So go back to the proverb. This is probably the most well-known proverb in the Bible that has to do with our words. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. And then the end of the verse says this, and those who love it will eat its fruits. In other words, the tongue produces words, and words are seeds which produce a harvest. So the fruit that our words produce can either be good or bad, positive or negative, and it instills emotions or feelings in our heart. Make no mistake, when we sow seed of words, we will reap the impact of those words back in our life and the lives of others. One commentary I read said this, according to the proverb, one should take care to watch his or her words carefully and be slow to speak, understanding the power of speak. There is death and life in words. If you love to talk, you will eat the fruit of your words. I love that. If you love to talk, you will eat the fruit of your words. Perhaps you've heard the phrase, he will be eating those words. That helps us understand what I'm saying today. I guess that's why when you're arrested, you have the right to remain silent. When you go on trial, you can always plead the Fifth Amendment. I love what a mentor in my life said, silence can never be misquoted. So here's a Money Talk truth in this context. Learn to use your mouth to manage your mind. Now, maybe you've heard me say that before, but let me just kind of back that down. Use your mouth to manage your mind. It's quite a statement. Use the words that you say in your mouth to pre-program what your mind is going to think about. Your mind will think about the things that you say and the things that you hear, because words are the seeds for feelings. So if you want good feelings, you want positive feelings, you want to release positive emotions in your mind and in the lives of others, then use the words that release those kinds of feelings. Now, I think this is very interesting. Use your mouth to manage your mind. Pre-program what your mind thinks about by the words that you choose to speak. Not necessarily a financial harvest, but nevertheless, I think it's a very important harvest that every one of us has the ability to manage our mind with our mouth. God bless you. Talk to you soon.